right, here we go. Good morning, everyone. I wanted to come on this morning and make this video because it's really been bugging me. Hopefully, I have not already included this in the video, but I don't think I have. I do know that I have showed you guys how to find a property or locate a property from the state website, the Department of Revenue website, Alabama Department of Revenue website, that has the list of delinquent properties on there. But I don't think I've showed you on the county level for Jefferson County, how do you locate those properties, right? So let's talk about that this morning. And again, my name is Tisa, and I am the owner Birmingham REI LLC. I am the creator of How to Start Investing for the Price of a Wig, guys. I will include the link for coaching in the description of this video. However, I have put my class on hold because, as many of you know already, just watch my other videos, is that I am a business owner as well as I'm a contractor. So I'm on a new contract now, and that really keeps me super busy. So I really don't have the time right now to do the class, which, that disappoints me because I do have a lot of people asking about it. But once my schedule is a little more settled and I'll know that, I'm going to be home or I'm going to be flying or I'm going to be have a better idea of where I'm going to be, then I'll reschedule the class. But anyway, let's get started. Let's get into this. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is share my screen because I'm going to walk you guys through Jefferson County's website. And this gives you an idea of how much the property, it gives you an idea of if the property is behind on taxes and also how much the taxes are going to be. So let's do that. Okay, so give me just a minute so I can get this shared with you guys. Okay, so everyone should be able to see my screen now. And what this is Jefferson County Citizen Access Portal, okay? If you go into Google, because I know some of you guys may say, Tisa, I can't see the URL up here, the website address, no problem. If you go to Google and you Google Jefferson County Citizen Access Portal, all right, and that's for Alabama because there's also a Jefferson County, I think, in Kentucky. So just pay attention to the state, and once that comes up, you can click here, and where you want to go to here. Let me go back, guys, so you can see. This is the first page that you're going to come to. So if you Google Jefferson County Citizen Access Portal, this is the first page you're going to come to here. All right. So from there, you're going to go to, you see the quick links over here on this left side menu right here. You want to click, see, once you put your cursor over that and it becomes a hand, and you're going to click property tax. Okay. All right. Once you click that property tax, it's going to bring you to this page here. Okay. And so make sure you pay attention to the tax year, right? Because some people have a strategy of they don't want to purchase tax certificates or tax liens or whatever you want to say. They don't want to purchase those properties or the certificate for those properties that's only behind 1 year. So you see how it's set right here for 2021, right? You can go back. See, if you click that this caret right here for this drop down menu, and you're gonna see it says 2021. You could look up 2020, 2019, 2018, and so on. Okay, so if you're like me, because I try not to touch anything that's only behind a year, I try to go back at least 3 years. That's why a lot of times I just look on that state site that I know I've showed you guys. But if you want to just leave it on 2021, you can do that. Okay. If you have the last name of the property owner, then you will put that here. And what I would suggest is that you put as few characters as possible. Okay, so let's say the last name is Smith. Then you want to put Smith, a comma, and then if their name is John, I will put Smith, comma, J-O. Okay. That just gives you an opportunity to get more results. All right. Because this system is kind of finicky, just like anything else. Okay. If you have the parcel number, all right, you want to put that parcel number in. But let me just state this, because I think for Jefferson County, the two numbers that's before the actual parcel number, I think is 68, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But a lot of times when you see a parcel number, sometimes you got to take off those first two characters, because those are the identifiers for the county. And some websites, they don't have those two identifiers on it. It's been so long since I've looked up Jefferson County, I really don't remember, but because I don't buy in Jefferson County anymore, but I know this is a big hot spot for people, so that's why I'm covering it here. Okay, so you could try it with those two identifiers on it, but if it doesn't pull up, take those two numbers at the beginning of that parcel number, take it off. Okay, same thing with the zeros at the end. Sometimes you're going to have to delete zeros at the end of a parcel number until you get it to come up. All right, guys. So just be patient. Like anything else, I try to stress in these videos that when you're doing properties and especially tax properties, you have to bring your patients along with you, okay? Until you learn the system. And each county is different. Let me make sure I say that. Each county is different, okay? There's not one universal way that you're going to locate these properties on these websites, these tax websites for each county, because some counties don't even have a website. Let me just put that in there. And if they do, they don't put their taxes on it, right? So you got to be patient. So the name, parcel. And so if you do the other radial or this circle right here, this radial button, this circle, you want to make sure to check address. If you have the address, another caution there. You're going to have to play around with it. Let's say if you have, let's just say 123 Smith Avenue, right? You don't want to put, you could try with AVE, or you could try to spell the avenue out. Sometimes it's not going to pull it up. You may have to do 123 Smith and then just hit search and go through all those properties. You're just going to have to learn what the website wants, right? So I know it could be frustrating. Like I said, just be patient. This is for you, right? Whatever reason you're doing it for, you remember your why, okay? So you put that in there, and then you're going to hit search and it'll come up. And so I'm going to show you guys an example of that. Let's search for Birmingham Public Library. Let's do that. So I've already started putting it in here, but we'll start again. Right? We'll do that. Okay. And then, okay, so one of them I can see from that previous page. We're going to choose one of these addresses. Okay. So let's see. I did see, let's do location and hours. All right. So let's say we do the first one here, the Avondale branch. So what we're doing, I'm just demonstrating this so you guys can see how to use this site. So if you have a property in your neighborhood, or you have a property that you're wondering, is this a potential tax property? Are they behind on the taxes? Is it abandoned? What's going on with it? Has the owners walk away all the time? If you're in Alabama, you know that there are a lot of abandoned properties here, right? So take the time, again, I'm encouraging you guys, take the time to do this, because the more you can do for yourself, the more you cut out the middleman. All right. You can go on Facebook Marketplace right now and find a tax deed property. And I'm telling you guys, you can search those properties for yourself and get them for yourself. And you're not having to pay that markup that somebody has already put on that property when you could have got it for yourself. Okay. So again, I'm just using this to demonstrate this website so you guys can have an idea of how to use it. So we'll just use the first location here. So this is Avondale, and the address is 509 40th Street South. Okay. So let's see if we can get that up here. So we got the address. So we're just imagining that this is a property that you're interested in. So it was 509 40th Street. And I'm not going to put that south on there. Like I said, again, sometimes it's better to leave off one thing. Don't put the complete thing on there. Okay, so it says no records found, right? So if I go back and take off this street, let's see what it says. All right, guys, it's still not coming up. Let's do this. Okay, so that was not a good one to show. Let's see, why is it not coming up, right? Which, no problem. Okay, we'll do another one because this is actually what happens. Let's do 2100 Park Place and see if it come up. It may not be in here because it's owned by the city. We don't know. It should come up anyway because I have done this before. Let's see. Let's do 2100 Park Place. All right. Okay, so there you go, 2100 Park Place. Now we know that this, we know that the library, of course, is owned by the city, right? So we know it's going to be this one right here. But you guys, please take note. You see this parcel numbers? You see the parcel numbers? So this is the parcel number of the one that we're looking for. But if you notice that, that county identifier, that number that I was telling you about, it's not on here. Okay, so let's click this one because we know that it's the library. That's what we're looking for. But let's just say this was the property that you're looking for and it came up like this. It's two of them. All right, it's two different parcel numbers, because sometimes, guys, and I found this out from just doing this, sometimes let's say it's a house, right? Sometimes a house will have a separate parcel number than the backyard. Okay, so you'll see, because I had this situation, I came across this. You'll see that, okay, the property owner is current with the main taxes, but that yard is not paid. Well, if you're like me, I'm not interested in that because I don't want to purchase the tax deed for somebody's backyard. Like, that just serves me no purpose, right? So just pay close attention to it, because I'm glad it's, for this situation, it's two. So let me give you an example. Let's say this was the house that you're interested in, and it'll say paid, right? Like, it'll be just like this, nothing due right here, okay? But then this is the same address, because they'll have the same address, the same owner. See the owner's name right here? The same owner, and this would be red, saying the taxes are delinquent. Like, it'll have red print on it saying the taxes are delinquent. So you're like, what is going on? Well, 9 times out of 10, that's what's going on. So just be mindful of that, okay? Before you send your money in and buy it, because you may say, well, wait a minute, that can't be right. Both of them probably, is behind. No. I've seen it even in my wholesaling business. I've seen where it could be one property. I had a property in a different county. It could be one property with 3 different parcel numbers on that property. You got to keep in mind, guys, this stuff goes back many, many years. So just do your research. Okay, so that's why I'm making this video. All right, so let's click on this. And so you'll see if this was, okay, now let me show you this. It's the name of the owner, it's the parcel number, and keep in mind that 2-digit county identifier is not on here. Okay, and what I was telling you about them zeros, in some counties, you have to take these zeros off to find the parcel number, all right, in their system. All right, so parcel number, here's the owner, here's the address. Guys, this is the address of where they send the tax bill every year. All right, when you go in, let's say you when you go in and record your property at the courthouse, okay, you record it in the probate office, but then you go upstairs, you have to go to the tax assessor. You got to give them your information of where they're going to send your tax bill every year. That's what this is right here. This first address, 710 20th Street North, that's what that is, okay? The next one, the location. The location is the physical location of the building. So whether it's a commercial building, a house, or land, just property, right? Just the land. That's what this is right here, this location. So remember that. Don't confuse that, all right? Because maybe the person owns the property here, but they have the bill going here. What you want to pay attention to is the location, because you want to verify that that location is the same address of the property that you're trying to find, the property you're looking up. If this was, oh, okay, my light is coming on and off. But anyway, if this was a house, you'll see that it'll have the bedrooms, the bathrooms, the improvements, how many acres, the last sale information, meaning the last deed recorded when that property was last sold, right? And this is the total approximate market value, and it'll be the same here. It's the same one down here, okay? So what it does is it basically tells you, if I'm looking at this, I know that the county has assessed the property value for this particular location to be, I guess it's 3,192,000. All right. So that's what they've assessed it at. Okay. So just keep that in mind when you're making a decision. People look at different factors when they're deciding to buy, not to buy. So I'm just showing you guys this so you'll have this information, because I get a lot of people say, hey, Tisa, how do you find that? I'm showing you how to find it now. All right. If taxes was due on here, like for example, with this one, okay, the total fees and interest. So they're just saying the total, I guess the total taxes that they paid, all right, was $417.89. And then you can see it down here too. So that's what it is this last year. And it was paid, see, it says payment information here. It was paid on January 18th, 2022. That's when the city, and you see tax year paid by the city of Birmingham and the amount, okay? The reason why this is important is because it gives you an idea of how much you're going to have to pay. Let's say it was abandoned, and let's say they haven't paid it. They're gonna have the last year, let's say the last year was paid was 2017, okay? And this was the amount. All of this up here is going to be blank. So you would just count back 2000, the last year's pay was 2017. So 2018, 19, 20, 21. That's what's owed, right? And they're going to charge you like a little bit for, putting it in a tax sale. It's called, I think it's tax and cost. If you go to the tax sale, that's what they say, tax and cost. I think that's right. So whatever the tax is, you got to pay that. So that's those years I just counted, right? Plus a small amount, okay, for putting it in a tax sale, right? So it's going to be a little bit over that. And I think you pay interest on it too. I'm not sure. But basically that gives you an idea of what you're going to have to pay, guys, okay? I hope that this video was helpful. I'm going to end it there because I know that's a lot of information to digest. But again, you come to this website, you put in your information, whether you have the name, the address, or the parcel number, right? So the address would be here, the location, the parcel number, or the name of the owner. And I just use this one because this isn't anyone's personal information. Okay, guys? And the tax amount, come down here, see what the last amount was paid, and it gives you an idea. Let's say even if they had increased it, it's still going to give you an idea of what the last tax amount that was due. It'll give you that idea, and then you multiply by the number of years that it hasn't been paid, and then it's going to be a little bit over that. All right, so I hope this video was helpful. I'm gonna stop it here, guys. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Thank you so much for my new subscribers. And yeah, I think that's it. And again, I like to tell everybody that this is no different than Chris Crum videos, right? This is no different than Bigger Pockets video when people are talking about tax properties, right? My only difference is that I like to tell people and explain to them thoroughly how you can do this on your own. You don't have to, you can pay somebody, it's up to you. But if you choose not to pay somebody, then you are able, if you can Google, you can find this information. If you can Google, then you can apply for these tax properties on your own. The only thing I would suggest to you is make sure you go out and see them before you purchase. And also make sure you do the research so you understand what you're getting yourself into. Because buying a tax property is not the same as buying a property that has clear title. All right, clear title. There's two different things. So I'm gonna leave it there, guys, because then I'll go into a whole nother subject on this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Please share, please subscribe to the channel. Again, thank you so much for my new subscribers. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Please leave me some comments in the comment section of this video. And I will, again, leave my coaching link in the description of this video. Thank you so much.